kwenu nyote muweze kuwajua zaidi. Msemaji wangu wa kwanza ni Almasi Ndangili. Almasi Ndangili, kama unaweza ingia kwa ukumbi, please switch on your video. Yeye ni mwanachama wa kilabu cha Kwanza Kenya na pia ni mhandisi wa programu, yani software engineer. Pia ni mchapishaji na mwandishi wa vitabu vya Kiswahili. Karibu sana Almasi. Msemaji wangu wa pili, naam. Msemaji wangu wa pili ni Bi Sharon Sakwa. Yeye ni mwanachama mwanzilishi wa chama cha Uwili Lugha cha Fasaha. Katika ujenzi wa taifa, yeye ni afisa wa mapato, yani revenue officer, katika shirika la Kenya Revenue Authority. Karibu sana Bi Sharon Sakwa.
Asante sana.
Msemaji wangu wa tatu na wa mwisho ni Valentine Dibondo. Yeye ni mwanachama wa kilabu cha Uwili Lugha cha Fasaha. Katika ujengaji wake wa taifa, yeye ni mtaalamu wa ushuru, yani tax practitioner. Karibu sana Bwana Valentine Dibongo.
Asante sana Bichao.
Tukiingia katika mjadala wetu, nitaanza na wewe Almasi. Kama mwandishi wa vitabu vya Kiswahili, tunaona ya kwamba Kiswahili ni mojawapo wa lugha rasmi ya taifa la Kenya na Afrika Mashariki kwa jumla. Imesomwa katika shule za msingi, shule za sekondari na hata wengine wamekiendeleza katika vyuo vikuu. Lakini kwa miaka na mikaka tumeona ya kwamba Kiswahili kimeenda kikididimia kikilinganishwa na Kiingereza. Kiingereza kimeweza kupata kipaumbele zaidi ya Kiswahili. Kwa maoni yako Almasi, chanzo cha udidimiaji huu ni kipi? Na nikizungumzia Kiswahili, ni Kiswahili sanifu. Si hiki Kiswahili kimechanganywa na Sheng cha Nairobi au Mombasa tumechanganya na Kigunya na Kigiriama. Kiswahili sanifu. Kwa maoni yako Almasi, tueleze.
Shukran sana Bichao kwa swali lako na shukran sana wana Toastmaster siku ya leo. Naam, Kiswahili kihakika kinadidimia leo hii sana, na mwanzo na nafikiri kiini na sababu kubwa ya Kiswahili kudidimia ni sisi kutojiamini na kutojivunia kwa lugha yetu ya Kiswahili. Wanaoeneza na wanaofanya Kiingereza kwa mfano kivume ni watu ambao wanajivunia kwa lugha yao na watu ambao wanapenda sana sifa za lugha yao zipendwe na zizidi kufaa katika mawanda ya dunia. Lakini
Almasi, tumekupoteza? Naam. Tukimsubiri Almasi arejee, ningependa kupose the same question to Valentine. Unafikiri sababu ya udidimiaji wa Kiswahili ni upi?
Asante sana Bichao kwa swali hilo. Kulingana nami, chanzo kikuu cha kudidimia kwa lugha ya Kiswahili ni ile kasumba miongoni mwetu kuwa lugha yetu si ya maana sana ukilinganisha na zile lugha zingine. Hivyo basi lugha ya Kiswahili haijapatiwa ile kipaumbele ambayo lugha za kigeni hupewa. Kwa mfano, ukienda katika shule zetu za msingi, za upili, hata vyuo vikuu, utapata masomo huwa yanafundishwa katika lugha ya Kiingereza, aidha lugha za kigeni. Na kama tungetaka kukuza lugha ya Kiswahili, tungeiaminia na kuachana na ile kasumba kuwa sio lugha ya maana. Hivyo basi tungeweza kutumia hiyo lugha katika kila kitu ambacho tunafanya. Hivyo basi tukitaka Kiswahili kiache kudidimia, itabidi tuanze kukipa kipaumbele, tuanze kutumia lugha ya Kiswahili kuwafunza watu shuleni, na pia tujue kuwa tunafaa kukiaminia Kiswahili chetu. na kujivunia katika njia zetu zote. Asante sana Bicharo, kwako.
Shukran sana Valentine kwa jibu hilo. Bisharo Nsakwa, ulinieleza katika utambulizi wako ya kwamba mara ya kwanza ulipoingia Toastmasters uliingia katika chama cha Kiingereza cha Simba Toastmasters, baadaye ukajiunga na chama cha Fasaha. Swali langu kwako ni kipi kilicho kushurutisha kujiunga na chama cha Uwili Lugha?
Asante sana Bi Chao kwa swali hilo. Kwa kweli nilipoingia Toastmasters sikujua chochote, ila hata mwenye alinialika alikuwa lugha ya Kimombo. Akanialika, nikaenda na nikafurahika sana. Ilikuwa kilabu ambacho kilikuwa cha weledi sana wa lugha hiyo ya Kizungu. Watu walikuwa na umahiri wa kila kitu. Ilikuwa ya kufana kabisa. Nilifurahika na nilijiunga na nikapata weledi pia wa lugha ya Kizungu. Nikaanza kuwa kiongozi pale. Pia nilikuwa na fursa ya kuwa nilikuwa katika uongozi. Alafu nikapata changamoto, lakini nikabarikiwa. Wakati huo nilikuwa na mimba, nikapata mtoto. Sasa wakati huo nikachukua fursa kidogo, nikapumzika nyumbani. Nilipokuwa nyumbani nikipumzika, kulikuwa na fursa ya kilabu hiki cha Uwili Lugha kufunguliwa. Kulikuwa na dada yetu mmoja ambaye alikuwa anaanzisha lugha hii, alikuwa anaanzisha kilabu hiki cha Fasaha. Nikasema kwa sababu niko nyumbani na kilabu kile kingine kilikuwa kinakutana kwa uso kwa uso. Nikasema mbona nisijiunge na kilabu hiki ambacho naweza kujiunga nacho nyumbani napochunga mwanangu mdogo. Na ndio ilinisukuma kuingia lugha hii sana kilabu hiki cha Fasaha. Lakini kando na hayo, mimi mwenyewe napenda Kiswahili sana. Japo mimi si gwiji. Hata ulipokuwa unatumakinisha pale ulisema hawa ni gwiji, kidogo unaona mimi umenoa. Pale labda Valentine na ndugu yangu ndio gwiji na kina Kodo. Mimi najivunia na nakipenda sana lugha ya Kiswahili. Ikiongewa mwenyewe nasikia nabubujika. Lugha yangu ya kwanza kabisa ya mama ilikuwa imeathirika sana na Sheng. Lakini pale tulikuwa tunaongea Kiswahili Sheng. Kwa hivyo niliposikia kuna fursa ya kuingia kilabu ambacho kinazungumza lugha ya Kiswahili, nikasema mbona nisiingie? Na ndio kwa maana nikaingia Fasaha na nimeridhika sana kwa roho. Asante. Kwako wewe dada Chao.
Shukran sana, jibu nzuri sana hilo. Nikirudi tena kwako Sharon, ningependa kujua ni matokeo gani chanya yalitokana na wewe kujiunga chama cha Kiswahili? What positive impact has you joining a bilingual club given you? Na pia baada ukishajibu pia Valentine, ningependa ujibu swali hilo kwako.
Naam. Mambo chanya ambayo yamejitokeza kiwazi ni ya kwamba vile ndugu Valentine amesema, na pia ndugu kabla hajatoka vile alikuwa amesema, yani ni ule tusikuwe na kasumba, tujielewe, tujivunie kwamba tuweza zungumza. Kama pale kazini, lugha ambayo sana sana inatumika bila shaka ni Kizungu. Lakini mara kwa mara tukiwa na mkutano pale kazini, wanasema haya, naomba mjialike museme jina zenyu. Mimi nainuka nasema jina langu na nazungumza lugha ya Kiswahili. Kidogo naona watu wameshtuka kidogo, wanasema jamani, mtu gani huyu? Sijui kama hajasoma vizuri. Ile kasumba ambayo ndugu Valentine amezungumzia. Yaani watu wanakuchukulia kama duni kidogo, huyu mbona kidogo yuazungumza lugha hii? Lakini unapoanza kutoa zile lahaja zako, wanasema japo yuongea Kiswahili, yuko na lahaja. Lakini vile nimesema hapo awali, Kiswahili sijakimanya kabisa. Kwa hivyo ikifika pale katikati navunja kidogo, naingia kwa Kizungu naeleza. Lakini mkutano unapoisha, wapata mtu anitakando anasema, je, dadangu nasikia kidogo Kiswahili wakielewa na pia Kizungu uko sawa. Vipi? Namwambia ni kwa sababu nimejiunga na lugha na wazungumzaji wenzangu wanaozungumza Kiswahili. Japo hatukijui vyote vizuri, kuna wengine wanajua kabisa. Yaani tunataka tujiinue kimaisha tukiongea lugha hii yetu. Maana Kenya kuna lugha mbili ambazo ni za kitaifa, Kizungu na Kiswahili. Kwa hivyo wacha tuzipe zote uzito ambao unatakikana. Kwako wewe dada Chao.
Kweli kabisa dada Sharon. Na wewe Valentine, maoni yako?
Asante sana Bichao. Kwa kuongezea tu kwa yale ambayo Bisharon amesema, ni kweli kuwa unapotumia lugha ya Kiswahili watu hudhania kuwa wewe hujasoma. Hata ukiona wale wabunge wanapotoa maoni yao bungeni, unapomwona mtu akiongea kwa lugha ya Kiswahili huwa tunabumbuazwa. Na hiyo ndio sababu kuu ambayo tunafaa tuachane na hiyo kasumba kuwa Kiswahili sio lugha ya maana. Na yale mambo chanya ambayo nimeona katika kuwa mwanachama wa kikundi cha fasaha bilingual ni kuwa ukilinganisha, kwa kuwa mimi nimekuwa pia mwanachama wa kikundi cha kizungu, utagundua kuwa wakati mwingi pale ambapo unakutana na wale wanafasaha ambao wamebobea katika vile vyama vya kizungu, utagundua kuwa hata mkiwa mnashindana katika kutoa hotuba, huo unakufa moyo wakati wa kwanza unapowaona tu wakiwa hapo wakiwa kwenye laini wanataka kutoa hotuba. Lakini kwenye kikundi cha fasaha cha uwili lugha unagundua kuwa nyinyi wote mnajifundisha, na hivyo basi unaweza kuona pia wanafasaha waliobobea pia wakijiumauma ulimi, na ni kitu kizuri pia. Unaona pia waking'ang'ana kujifunza. Na jambo la pili pia ni kuwa unagundua kuwa kuzungumza kwa hadhara tutasema ni skill ambayo unafaa uikuze, na unaweza fikiria kuwa Kiswahili ni rahisi, lakini unapo sasa zungumza unagundua kuwa sio mchezo, na inafaa uweke wakati na utie nia na juhudi ili uweze kubobea katika lugha ya Kiswahili. Hayo ndio mambo ambayo nimeona katika safari yangu ya kuwa katika kilabu cha uwili lugha. Kwako Bichao.
Fantastic response. Tukizungumzia silabasi katika ratiba ya elimu ya Toastmasters, yani pathways, kwa mtazamo wenu, mnaona kama silabasi hii inatosha kukuza Kiswahili? Sharon.
Ama kweli Toastmasters ni kikundi ambacho kimekuwa kwa miaka na mikaka, ni kitu international, ni kitu kimebobea. Sasa siwezi kukishtumu na kusema kwamba hakijatosha. Kwa kweli kimetosha, japo naweza kuongezea kwamba hata kama kimetosha na kimebobea kwa mazungumzo yake ya kizungu na kiko na pathways na hizo syllabus, ni vizuri sisi kama wana East Africa, kama wana Afrika, maana pia Kiswahili kimeanza kubobea, hata watu wana South Africa wameanza kufunzwa, na nchi zingine Rwanda wameanza kujifunza pia, japo wanakizungumzia. Nafikiri ni vizuri sisi kama Waafrika wenyewe kwanza tujipende na tujikubali, tuseme naam, Kiswahili ni lugha yetu na inatuunganisha kwa ukubwa. Sasa ni sisi wenyewe tukuje na kitu kama hiyo, wasema hiyo syllabus, tukuje na mbinu ambazo tunaweza kusema naam, kuna hizi pathways, na je, tukiongeza pathway moja ya Kiswahili, japo itakuwa tu yetu hapa, tuseme hata kama ni East Africa ama ni Afrika hapa, tuseme japo tutaanza hiyo, kila hatua haba na haba ujaza kibaba. Tuanze kidogo kidogo, na ujueje? Labda pale wale wakubwa Toastmasters watasema lugha gani hii wanazungumzia na ni kama wanaifurahia, wacha tuweze tuongezee. Maana najua pale kwenye zile mashindano naona watu wa kutoka China, kutoka upande wa China kule wako na lugha yao, na pia wanafanya competition, wanafanya mashindano yao kwenye lugha yao. Kwa hivyo natumai tukiendelea hivi tuzidi kusukuma Kiswahili, pia Toastmasters kuu yaweza kurecognize, waseme basi njooni muanzishe kikundi kidogo, mchukue fursa moja, mweke path moja ambayo itakuwa kwa Kiswahili. Kwako wewe dada Chao.
Shukran sana Bi Sharon. Valentine, hili swali ni la kwako. Ukipewa fursa ya kupeana maoni yako kuhusu silabasi hii, utawashauri vipi wakuu wa Toastmasters?
Asante sana Bichao kwa swali hilo. Kulingana nami, ukiangalia hii mikondo ya Toastmasters, mikondo hii hutengenezwa kwa njia ainati ambayo inamwezesha yeyote yule ambaye ana malengo yake kuweza kulainisha malengo yake na ile mikondo ambayo iko katika kikundi cha Toastmasters. Na ninaona hiyo ni njia mwafaka ya kuweza kuwafikia waja wengi kabisa, kwa kuwa unaweza chukua mkondo wa uongozi, unaweza chukua mkondo wa kuweza kushawishi watu, unaweza chukua mkondo wa kuweza kuwapa watu motisha ama kuwapa watu moyo. Kuna mikondo mingi. Maoni yangu kuhusiana nayo ni kuwa hii mikondo iko sawa, jambo tu ambalo ningependa kupeana maoni ni kuwa wanaweza kuongeza mkondo mmoja wa Kiswahili ambao umeandikwa katika lugha ya Kiswahili kwa minajili ya kuweza kuwaingiza pia wale wanafasaha ambao wanaongea lugha ya Kiswahili katika hii mikondo, ili uwe rahisi pia kwao kuweza kujilainisha na mikondo ambayo Toastmasters inapeana. Asante sana kwako Bichao.
Shukran sana Valentine, na shukran sana kwa jopo langu. Natumai watazamaji tumeweza kujifunza mawili matatu kutokana na yaliyozungumzwa na yaliyopendekezwa. Ni furaha yangu kuona Toastmasters, vyama vya uwili lugha vya Toastmasters vikiweza kukua, na wengi hata tu si wanachama tu wa fasaha ama watabaruku, hata hao wengine wa vyama vya Kiingereza wakiweza kujaribu kuzungumza Kiswahili. Ni furaha yangu pia kuona wanachama wa vyama vya Kiswahili wameweza kuingia katika contest na kufika viwango vya juu, si tu kwenye eneo peke yake. Nipo nadhani tuza wakati, kama kuna wakati wa tuweze kufanya question and answers. Tupo na dakika ngapi?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Kwa hivyo kama the audience ipo na maswali, huu ndio wakati wake sasa. SAA, kama kuna maswali kwa kikasha kwa inbox, tafadhali niweza kunijuza.
Naam, sasa hivi hakuna maswali yoyote.
Hey, naona hakuna aliyefungua kipaza sauti kuuliza maswali.
Labda ni lugha inatokanganya.
Unaweza kuuliza hata kwa Kiingereza, hakuna shida.
William
Maana
Ochomo,
no?
William Ochomo umeinua mkono.
Aha.
Asanteni sana kwa kuweza kujiunganisha nasi. Swali langu ni juhudi zipi zimekuwa katika kuandaa vifaa vinavyoweza kutusaidia kubobea katika kuzungumza lugha ya Kiswahili, na pia kama vile Toastmasters kunayo vifaa vya kutusaidia kuweza kuwa wanaozungumza vyema na viongozi wema. Kunayo vifaa kama hivyo vya Kiswahili, na juhudi zipi zilizowekwa kusaidia kuziandaa?
Naam, shukran sana William. Almasi, unaweza mjibu?
Naam, shukran sana William, na mwanzo samahani sana, nafikiri kuna shida ya mitambo iliyonifanyikia dakika chache zilizopita, na pengine nimefanikiwa kurejea. Naam, so William, wapo wa
Almasi, tunakupoteza. Okay. Wacha tumpatie swali hili Sharon Sakwa.
Samahani sana ndugu Dangili, hatukupati. Valentine alikuwa amelijibu hilo swali kweli?
La, alikuwa
Bado sikuwa
hajajibu.
nimejibu.
Juu aendelee. Ndugu Valentine, chukua, usukani ni wako.
Sawa, asante sana Bi Sharon.
Time is up.
Haya. Sawa, shukran sana mtunza wakati, na shukran kwenu nyote audience kwa kutupatia fursa hii. Shukran sana pia kwa wasemaji wangu kwa kazi bora mliofanya. Ningependa kurudisha usukani huu kwa Bi Karo. Kwako Karo.
I believe there are some certificates of appreciation for the panelists to be shared by Kathy.
My apologies, I didn't understand what she was saying.
Thank you. No, she was handing off to, I think Carol has got off here. Thank you. And this is Asante Nisana for all the panelists and Ann Chao for leading that panel discussion. Thank you. Asante B. Ann Chao. Is Carol Musanyi, is he on or we continue? As a matter of timing, just in interest of time, I think we'll go ahead. We're moving on to the last contest of the morning, of the afternoon now. Today we have the International Speech Contest. The International Speech Contest, where the contestants, winners as they are from the club to the area to the division, can move on until the world stage. This is the only contest that does not stop at the district level, but the contestants here can move on to the stage of the world stage. All the contestants here for Division D conference contests are eligible. We have seen the field has seen the fire. They have signed the forms. We have verified that they are eligible, and I will now hand it over to the Chief Judge, Ida. Please give us the criterion for the judging of this most auspicious international speech contest. Over to you, Ida.
Thank you, contester. For the international speech contest, we will follow the general rules and regulations outlined in a Toastmaster International Speech Contest rule. As said earlier by our contester, the winner is going to present us at the district and maybe to the international level. So here, as all members of a Toastmasters, we will follow the core values of a Toastmaster International. We will watch out for integrity, respect, service, and excellence throughout the contest. I confirm that all judges are eligible and they will abide by the code and ethics in writing. In this part of the contest, an international speech contest, the contestants will be judged on 3 categories. 1, on the content, 2, language, and 3rd is on delivery. The content part will take 50% of the total, covering speech development, effectiveness, and speech value. Delivery takes 30% out of the total, covering appearance, body language, speaking area, voice, and manner. The 3rd language part will take 20%, covering appropriateness and correctness. Now, I would like to invite our lead timer, Toastmaster Mary, to share with us about the timing criteria.
Thank you very much, Chief Judge. Good afternoon to the audience. The international speeches shall be from 5 to 7 minutes. A contestant will be disqualified if the speech is less than 4 minutes, 30 seconds, or more than 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Timing begins with the contestant's first definite verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience. I shall demonstrate the cards as follows. The green signal will be displayed at 5 minutes and remain displayed for 1 minute. I will display the yellow signal at 6 minutes and remain displayed at 1 minute for 1 minute. The red signal shall be displayed at 7 minutes and will remain on until the conclusion of the speech. No signal shall be given for the overtime period. In the event of technical failure of the signal or timing equipment, a speaker is allowed 30 seconds extra overtime before being disqualified. Thank you, and back to you, Chief Judge.
Thank you, our chief timer. Now I'd like to share with you the rules regarding protests. Protests are limited to eligibility, originality, and reference to another contestant or contestant's speech, and must only be lodged by voting judge or contestants prior to the contest being adjourned. For the contest to be qualified or disqualified on the basis of this ground, the contestant must be given an opportunity to respond to the voting judge. Majority voting judge must concur in decision to disqualify. Protests cannot be lodged on the basis of time, but contestant can be disqualified as it was described by our chief timer, Toastmaster Mary. All the judge results will be final once it is announced, and I would like to wish every one of you good luck, and back to you, Contestor.
Thank you, Madam Chief Judge, for that. Now we move on to this exciting last contest for the day, and we have 3 contestants. The order was chosen randomly. Our first contestant who will be speaking is Edna Wanjiku. Edna Wanjiku. Our second contestant is Wanjiru Mureithi. Wanjiru Mureithi is our second contestant, and our third contestant is Eunice Akinyi. Eunice Akinyi will be our third and final contestants for this international speech contest. I can see our first contestant is there, Edna Wanjiku. Edna, to test the speaking and the sound, please say, "I have the power within."
I have the power within.
Fantastic, I can hear you well. And please confirm, can you see the timer?
Yes, I can see the timer.
Great, the only light will be on, the timer's light, so you'll see the timer. I will now introduce our first international speech contestant for Division B, Edna Wanjiku. Edna Wanjiku, dare to dream. Dare to dream, Edna Wanjiku.
June 2014. Time 2 p.m. It's on a Friday. The sun is scorching, the weather hot, the atmosphere lazy. Everybody is getting ready to usher in the weekend, but I am getting ready for a class. See, I am a college student, and something about this class that has piqued my interest. I quickly grab my books, rush to class, and get there right on time. Taking the front seat, I eagerly wait for our drug discovery and development lesson. Before long, our lecturer, Mr. Butere, walks in. Students, are you ready for another drug discovery and development lecture? Today, we are looking at the discovery of the antibiotic penicillin by one Alexander Fleming. As the lecture continues, my mind slowly drifts away, and I imagine myself as a younger, shorter, prettier version of Alexander Fleming, discovering and developing drugs that revolutionize the medical world. See, fellow Toastmasters, I am a pharmacy student, and I am enthralled at the idea of discovering and developing drugs that can cure diseases. Right there and then, that very hot afternoon, my dream of starting a drug discovery and development company is conceived. Manifesting, I even write at the cover of my book, Dr. Edna Wanjiku, pharmaceutical scientist. 2 years later, I complete my studies and I am thrilled to outlive my dream. Lacking resources, I decide to start with a pharmaceutical research job. I knock at doors, sit through painstaking interviews, send in numerous applications, but all the while, I receive regret letters. I am crushed. Don't they see how passionate I am? I want. Finally, I land a job, but not the kind that I was hoping. In this job, we are supplying already manufactured drugs. But the dream of starting my own drug discovery and development company keeps lingering in my mind. 5 years into this job, and I'm thoroughly dissatisfied. One Monday morning, the 5th of December, 2022, with sweaty palms and anxious knuckles, I tender my resignation. What have you done? My fearful self asked. Did you forget you're a mother? A son that is only dependent on you? How are you going to provide? Edna, my dreamer self interjected. You have waited for this dream for far too long. As you start to walk on the path will appear. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Shrugging my fearful self aside, I decided to go with my dreamer self. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. I was already good at formulating drug-related documents, and therefore, taking a step of faith, I decided to start formulating drug-related documents for other established manufacturing companies using Highfall, my pharmaceutical consultancy firm. See, fellow Toastmasters, Highfall stands for highly favored of the Lord. But I began wondering, am I really highly favored? Because clients kept delaying payments. I was frustrated. Mastering all the courage, I decided to go for what I initially wanted, the drug research sector. Edna, my fearful self said, do you know how much it takes to start a research lab? Even how long it takes for a drug to be approved? Edna, my dreamer self said, start slowly because direction is better than speed. And fellow Toastmasters, I listened to my dreamer self and registered Highfall Pharma Research Center. This is it, fellow Toastmasters, fellow dreamers, this is what I wanted. My fellow dreamers, do you have a dream that you have shelved for far too long, deeming insurmountable? Dare to dream. Know that you can start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Because as you start to walk on the path appears. And direction is better than speed. Fellow dreamers, you got power within you. Therefore, dare to dream. This dream that was conceived that very hot afternoon came to reality. You too can live your dream. Dare to dream. Back to you, Contest Chair.
Thank you. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Please indicate once 1 minute is up.
1 minute is up, contest chair.
Thank you, Madam Timer. Our second contestant, Wanjiru Mureithi. Wanjiru, please say, I have the power within to test your sound.
Good afternoon, contest chair. I have the power within.
Okay, you're a bit low. Maybe you can adjust sound a little bit. Let's try again.
I have the power within.
Okay,
Is it better?
that will do. That's a bit, that's better. Bit on the quieter side, but I think that's better. Sergeant at Arms, is that fine? Yes.
Not yet. Kindly, Wanjiru, do you mind speaking again? I could barely hear you.
I
Now
have
disappearing.
within.
It's a little bit low.
Okay, I think my settings. I have the power within.
I think that's better. Sergeant at Arms, confirm that is better.
Much better.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, you ready? Take your speaking position. Is that your speaking position, Wanjiru?
Yes, this is my speaking position.
Okay.
Is the sound good or is it still a problem?
It's slightly low. It was coming, it's getting better. Madam Chief Judge, you can hear her?
I do not hear her clearly.
Yeah.
I ask our contestants if she could fix her mic.
I think it's the settings. Should I log out and log in?
Yeah. Please advise, Sergeant at Arms.
I think the Chief Judge can advise us accordingly, as we had a session to test this. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, we can give 1 minute for our contestants to log out and log in.
Okay. It's gone completely.
It's gone completely.
It's now in and out.
Wanjiru, kindly get off the meeting and come back again, please. Thank you.
Chief Judge, advise, do we wait for her or do we?
Yes, we will give her a 1 minute for our contestants to come back to the room.
Noted.
I have the power within.
Yes, that is better. Chief Judge, are you happy with that?
I can hardly hear it. Toastmaster Wanjiru, can you be a little bit loud?
I have the power within.
Okay.
Okay, I believe we can go with that.
Okay. Madam Essay, confirm that's okay?
Yeah, that's good. We can
Okay.
take that as compared to what we had before.
Okay. Is that your camera, Wanjiru? Oh, she's gone out again.
Good afternoon, Contest Chair.
Yes,
I have the
I can
power.
hear. Okay, I can hear you, but I cannot see you.
My camera is on. I'm not sure what the issue is now.
Okay,
I can see her.
now I can see you. Okay. Do we have, okay. Is Wanjiru there? Yeah. Wanjiru, you can see us? Contestant Wanjiru Mureithi? Please bear with us, participants, as we get this right. Okay. Okay. I don't see the speaker. Contestant Wanjiru, you can see us?
Cecilia, I
Contestant
can
Contest
see you and I can see the speaker. I think you have
Okay.
a slight technical challenge on your end,
Okay,
but we
fine.
can see both of you and we can hear both of you. Thank you. Take it away.
Fantastic. Okay. Our next contestant, Wanjiru Mureithi. Wanjiru Mureithi. Wanjiru Mureithi becoming Wanjiru Mureithi.
And the gold medal goes to Florence Griffith Joyner of the United States of America. We are at the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, Korea. Florence Griffith Joyner, an American track and field champion, has just won not her first, not her second, but her third gold medal at the event. She is the epitome of success. Every fiber of my being wants to be like her, wants to run like her, wants to dress like her. I just want to be her. The Olympic Games is the biggest spectacle of sports in the world. Nothing beats the glitz and glam of this event, held every 4 years across the world. There's over 200 countries participating in over 300 activities and over 10,000 athletes. Nothing beats that scale. I had Olympic dreams. 10,000 kilometers away from Seoul, Korea, a 12-year-old girl is warming up to represent her house in the Inter-House Sports Day happening in a Nairobi City Council school. On this dusty, grassless pitch of land, our Olympic dreams are vivid. Wanjiru Mureithi is taking part in their 100-meter dash, 200 meters, and 4x1 meter relay, just like her icon, Flojo. She has two very critical opponents in the form of Brenda of Yellow House and Edna of Red House. Over the course of the competition day, the three girls take podium positions interchangeably. Everybody is a winner. And indeed, it is amazing what you can achieve when you set your mind to excellence. 2 decades later, in June 2021, at another glitzy, glamorous event, no, not the Olympics, but this is the Toastmasters East Africa Conference. On this gala evening, the Toastmasters highest accolade for the most outstanding Toastmaster of the year will be awarded tonight. Out of the 3,000 members in 6 countries, this award goes to an individual who has excelled in their leadership and communication skills. And the winner is Miss Edna Gwantai of Simba Toastmasters Club. Do you remember her? She of the Red House. You see, over the years, my track opponent and I have reconnected as Toastmasters. She trailblazing through the Toastmasters journey to win the highest accolade. My pace is a bit slower than her, and I'm setting my modest goals, progressing through the pathways. Unbeknownst to me, on this particular occasion, Madam Award winner is scouting on the Toastmasters streets, seeking champions to join her in her biggest project yet, Fasaha Bilingual Toastmasters Club, a Swahili-speaking club. And she invites me to join in. My protests fall on deaf ears. And Edna, in her very consistent, unrelenting, persistent way, just like a river, cuts through this rock of resistance. And before I know it, I am a charter member. I am serving on the executive committee as Vice President Education, and later take over as president when her term is over. How did this happen? What do Flojo and Edna have in common? Well, as mentors and inspiring people, they help us visualize, verbalize, and attain goals that we seem so lofty and too far for us to attain. They're very good at putting that fire in the belly and fanning it, that it becomes so bright that you have no choice but to pass it on. So Wanjiru Mureithi morphs into a little Edna, and is recruiting you, fellow champions within and without Toastmasters for different initiatives. I learned how to nudge people along so that they may see what they're capable of doing. Very much like what billionaire author J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, says, you do not need external magic to create change in the world. Each and every one of us is already carrying the magic within. We need to imagine better. And I hang on to that because I do understand that I need to acknowledge all the people who have gone before me and inspired me to visualize, verbalize, and actualize the things I'm dreaming about, whether it be on that dusty Nairobi City Council school field, or it be right here within the Toastmasters field, or in my professional life. And you have those people too, don't you? People you know you need to celebrate that are also looking at you and acknowledging you for helping them along this journey. Are you a Flojo and an Edna to someone? Or have you been inspired by an Edna or a Flojo? I know I have. And some of this impact last for a long time, over decades, or it could be in the short term, like an event like today. However, you could also be from very far, impacting someone you don't even know that they exist. Or it could be from someone nearby who's at this meeting today. It doesn't really matter, because whatever it is, you are helping me become a better version of myself. Back to you, contest chair.
Thank you, Wanjiru. We'll now have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Please indicate once 1 minute is up. Madam Timer.
The 1 minute is up, contest chair.
Thank you, Madam Timer. We now have the final contestant for this International Speech Contest, Division D, Eunice Akinyi. Is Eunice Akinyi in the room? Please start your camera.
Yes, contest chair, I am in the room.
Okay. To test the sound, please say, I have the power within.
I have the power within.
Wow, okay. Sound is great. Our final contestant in the National Speech Contest is Eunice Akinyi. Eunice Akinyi, gratitude. Gratitude, Eunice Akinyi.
Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I called you, never seemed to be home. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, when I was in Form 1, my greatest dream was to become a world-renowned musician. Just like Adele, Beyonce, or Rihanna, but not because of my melodious voice, as you may have heard, or my great stage presence. I was an idle, confused student. You see, I went to a school right in the middle of my village. And as most students were excited when asked the question, where I come from. And to avoid the people. And who are the right people other than the people who came from the cool places like the Nairobis and Mombasas? I realized they loved music, which I also enjoyed. So I joined the groups and I was the lead soloist. What did that mean? I had to connect. I had to update myself with the latest lyrics and songs. I had a lyric book that I updated every single day. Well, my career looked so great. I had a beautiful
career in music. Yay! The future was set. Another good news was my father had promised to take me to a better school the following year. And so I looked forward to this to the end of the year. I focused on my music. Imagine if my music career took off in Form 1. I would become an international sensation. That would be great. So, as other students were busy understanding the use of a Bunsen burner spatula and the benefits of a mitochondria, I focused on music. Well, I also marked down every single hour of the day that went by. Unfortunately, when the year came to an end, I had failed so miserably. My father, true to his promise, tried. He went to school after the other. And he looked for. That evening, he sat me down and told me, my daughter, you see, I have tried, but you know you could have done better. You deserve better. If you put your mind to this, you have the power to transform your grades. Well, I knew how to do better, but I read the disappointment in my father's eyes. And I wish that was the only time I had disappointed them. One time, when I was in class 2, my mother gave me 30 shillings to buy a school badge. And as I entered the school bazaar was not in school. What a beautiful day. I crafted a believable story and enjoyed myself with the money. That evening, as I got into the gate at home, I started sobbing. Mother, you remember the 30 shillings you gave me to buy the school bus? Well, I have lost it. I have searched everywhere for it, but I can't find it. My mother seemed so concerned. She held my hand so tenderly and brought me to the house. I was punished. She looked me in the eye and told me, Eunice, I am not raising a thief. And kind, but they managed. And who supported me, held my hand, coached and mentored me. It was the best things that happened. But during those times, I don't think I appreciated. I was never grateful. I mean, does any of you appreciate corrections? Steve Jobs, he says you cannot connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. And I look back at those moments that shaped who I became. And I'm so grateful that there were people who held my hands. Fellow Toastmasters, Adele, in that phone call wanted to say, I am sorry. And I don't know how many times you use the word sorry. And maybe today you might want to make that phone call and say, I'm sorry. But most importantly, that I am so grateful that you held my hand, because though I became. Toastmasters, let us be full of gratitude as we look back onto those moments that shaped who we became. Contest chair.
Thank you. We'll now have 2 minutes of silence for the judges to mark their ballots. Please give us an indication once 2 minutes is up, and then we'll have a contest interview.
Two minutes are up.
Thank you, and thank you all, and thank you, contestants. Please put on your cameras. Let's have an interview to get to know you a bit better. We start with Edna. Edna, Wanjiku.
Yes, yes.
Wanjiru, please come on. Yes, Wanjiru and Eunice, please come to the stage. We start off with Edna. Edna, what club are you representing, and how long have you been a Toastmaster?
Thank you, Contest Chair. I am from Meru Toastmasters Club. I joined in, I think, March of 2022. Oh, this year I'll be 2 years in Toastmasters. I'm so delighted. I never thought of that. Thank you for asking that question. I'll be 2 years in.
Okay,
Official.
fantastic. Wow, and I can see that you achieved 6 education goals in 7 months. My goodness, how do you do that with your work and everything else in life?
It's something at Meru we are so proud of. It stems from our president. Our president, in our very first meeting, asked us to be with 5 points by December. And then he challenged me to work on the educational goals. That way we have them, we can work on membership this year. So we decided this year we are concentrating on membership. So myself, the president, and our area director, we worked together now with our members to make sure that we're giving speeches. We were all over the online meetings, giving speeches just to get those educational goals. So that this year, seeing how the dollar was, we wanted to work with a strategy of how we can improve membership. We wanted to just take care of membership this year. That's why I worked hard to get the education goals first.
Fantastic. So you've finished a path. My goodness, fantastic. Well done with that. And now you're looking at the international stage, because I hope you've booked your ticket already for the district, and you're looking forward to going ahead. Well done, Linda.
Thank
3
you.
years it was masters and taking great strides. Wanjiru Mureithi, Wanjiru,
Hello,
which club? Hello, what club are you representing, and how long have you been a Toastmaster?
Thank you very much, Contest Chair. I'm representing Fasaha Bilingual Toastmasters Club, which I have been a charter member of since 2020. Before that, I joined Toastmasters in 2014 and had been a long-time member of the English-speaking SEMA Toastmasters Club.
Fantastic. You are one of the veterans of Toastmasters. I remember we have met physically at a physical meeting. I do remember that. One thing that sticks in my mind when I see you, Wanjiru, is the Comrades Marathon. My goodness. Are you still running, or did you put that in the back burner and turn it to wine?
I'm still very outdoor. I do run on the beach because the sand is soft, but I've given up on tarmac running.
Wow.
So because it's very tough on the knees. So what I did after the Comrades Ultra Marathon in 2016 is that I bought a bicycle. And now I travel faster on the bicycle as opposed to the running. Yes,
Wow.
and it's easier on the knees that are growing very old. Yeah, but then we still run, but on soft sand, or we do a lot more hiking or walking on tarmac.
Congratulations. And here you are as a Toastmaster, also doing some great strides, moving from the SEMA to Fasaha, the Swahili. All hail to you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, congratulations. I hope you've booked your ticket for Mombasa and beyond. We're ready to compete on the international stage. We move on to our third contestant, Eunice Akinyi. Eunice Akinyi. Eunice,
Yes.
which club are you represent, and how long have you been a Toastmaster?
I'm representing Kisumu Toastmasters. I've been a Toastmaster for 1 year, 4 months.
Fantastic. And I see one of the things that you said that inspires you is your daughter. Interesting. How does your daughter inspire you? How old is she, and how does she inspire you?
My daughter is 5 years old. She's a bubbly, intelligent child. My greatest dream is to offer her the best and to be the best example that she can look up to. So I strive to be.
Wow.
Be better for her.
Fantastic. And for Kisumu,
emulate as an example, yes.
Great. Well done with that. I mean, yeah, we look, sometimes our children make us do more. We look up, and that's one thing you've done. Congratulations for getting to this stage. I hope you booked your ticket for Mombasa and beyond. We're going further. Thank you, contestants. Thank you, Edna. Thank you, Wanjiru. And thank you, Eunice. Let's share the certificates for them for participation, the winners at this stage. There you are, Edna Wanjiru. Congratulations, your certificate. And then we have for Wanjiru, thank you for that. Wanjiru Mureithi, your certificate. And then we have Eunice Akinyi. Congratulations to participants. This stage does not end at the district. It can go on to the national stage. All the best to you all. We've come to the end of this, our contest, but we have a fantastic session now. We are privileged to have with us the district director, District 114, joining us. DTM Japheth Musao is with us, and we're talking about a subject that is very dear to me, and I think all of us should be watching out for this one, especially the contestants and the ones, anyone who has been Toastmasters for at least 2 years. The Speakers Bureau. What is the Speakers Bureau and why should we look out for the Speakers Bureau? And the Speakers Bureau in District 114 is for the whole District 114. DTM Japhet Musau, welcome this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the honor of being a part of this division conference. We're going straight on to welcome. Good afternoon. I hope you're well.
I'm well, thank you.
Okay. So earlier this year, the beginning of the year, our year 2023-2024, you honored me with appointing me as the Speakers Bureau Chair for District 114. What was your aspiration for having a Speakers Bureau for the district? What is your thought? We have discussed it, but what are your thoughts? Share with us, Toastmasters here on this platform. The District 114 Speakers Bureau. Why is it something that we should look up to and explore? Japhet.
Thank you very much. And I think I first need to clarify. I got the background, the virtual background, but somehow it has refused to load on my computer. I guess I'll have to improvise.
The power with it.
Thank you very much. The idea behind the Speakers Bureau is to avail to Toastmasters a platform and a bridge to speak outside the club environment, outside the contest environment, to real audiences. It will enable speakers to develop their message, identify their typical audience, and begin speaking to them. In a nutshell, to help Toastmasters to grow outside of Toastmasters. There are other objectives as well that ride on that. Another one is to share the goodness of Toastmasters with the communities within which we find ourselves. And finally, also to advance the mission of the district, which is to build new clubs and to help all clubs achieve excellence. Notably, that first part of the mission of the district, to build new clubs. As our speakers go out in the community, one of the things we ask them to do is talk about the Toastmasters goodness, the Toastmasters district, and how members of the audience can become Toastmasters so that they can improve and become as good as they are.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And you're also one of the champions of you have been bringing opportunities, people asking for speaking opportunities. In fact, we've had 2 or 3 opportunities already where we've had people calling out, and you are the one who has championed them. What more can others do also? Do they have a place also to find speaking opportunities, or is it only you who can find opportunities outside Toastmasters? Who has got, who is mandated to find opportunities and share with us, and where we can get speakers speaking out there? And where do you find them? Where do you find the speaking opportunities, DTM Japhet?
Anyone can find these opportunities because they're all around us. Somebody needs a master of ceremony somewhere. Somebody needs a keynote speaker somewhere. The gap may be people didn't know about the Speakers Bureau, and this is an opportunity for them to know about it. And whenever they find an event, an occasion that requires the speaker, they can get in touch with you, the Bureau Chair, and see where we can match the speakers that we have with the requirement or the opportunity that is there. Anyone can link our speakers to the opportunity through the Bureau, and you're the chair.
Okay, fantastic. And then also you are a speaking coach also. So in District 114, we have some fantastic speakers who are sitting on their talents. What do you have to tell them who are out there? Some people are saying, I'm not good enough, but you've been Toastmasters for 2 years. What do you say about that, DTM Japhet?
Every talented person needs a coach, somebody outside of them that can see their potential, boost it, and help them polish certain other areas. It is said that when you're inside the frame, you cannot see yourself. You need somebody outside of you to help you. And I totally agree with you. We have a lot of talent, which is lying within District 114. There are many people that at this moment may not think that they are cut for public speaking, but if they get a coach, might be able to identify that and help them to refine their message and identify and define their audience and be off the tracks and influencing the world, making a meaningful change with their message, with their experience, and with the skills that they've gained in Toastmasters.
Fantastic. Thank you for that, Dr. Japheth. Because also within the Speakers Bureau, what we have set up, with, besides having the members, we've also got an advisory board who speak into and help you actually hone your skills, and then we promote you out there. If there's any question from the audience, because this is a question, any questions, burning questions, anyone has a question for the district director about this Speakers Bureau? Do we have any questions from the audience? If not, I know he's got a very busy schedule, and this was just a highlight on that. Maybe some closing words before I let you go. DTM Japheth Musau, any closing words? Because I don't see any questions coming, but you can always contact myself. There's also the Vice Chair, Mwanasha Mamlole, our administrators, Kathy Koite, who is also here, and there's Mary Karumwa. If you have got any questions, direct them to us. But for now, I'd like any closing remarks about the Speakers Bureau, something that you want to tell us, and what your view and what people should aspire for. Japheth, over to you.
Thank you very much. I strongly believe that we don't come to Toastmasters to just remain in Toastmasters, keep on winning the best speaker, best table topics, district champion. I believe it's to make us better communicators and leaders for the benefit of others. I therefore encourage all of us to explore possibilities of participating in the Speakers Bureau. This will connect you to audiences that you feel you want to speak to. We always endeavor to match your skills, your level to the speaking engagement, and this will help us to further practice and validate the value of what we learn at Toastmasters. I remember last weekend I was invited to speak somewhere. It was a great aha moment for me. 2 speakers went before me, and I noticed as they were speaking, some of them were struggling with their message, struggling with speaking before an audience. But most notably, the audience didn't pay much attention to them. They just went on talking. It was an after-dinner speech. You can imagine people having their dinner and their beers, and you're trying to get their attention. They just spoke over these 2 speakers that went before me. But I noticed when I went on the stage, within 2 minutes, the place went dead silent. I say this not to impress you, but to impress upon you that what we learn at Toastmasters has real value. I remember when I was walking out of that hall, a gentleman called me, made me sit down, and he said, "I'm amazed by how you captured our attention. What's the trick? How can I become like you?" It validated the value of what we learn at Toastmasters, sets us apart. You don't know how much you're needed out there. You don't know how much your message is in demand out there. So come join the Speakers Bureau. The team will work with you, identify your skills, match you to your audience. You'll be glad that you did. Thank you, Toastmaster Dan.
Thank you so much, Dr. DTM Japheth Musau, District Director, District 114. With your schedule, we are honored to have had you here. We want to give you appreciate you having come here. So we've got a certificate for you for coming and sharing with us. I know your schedule is busy. We are in 10 countries now, 10 different countries. So his schedule, you can imagine how it is. Besides that. He's got his other normal things to do, but he's doing a sterling job, and thank you for that. Please share his certificate with our district director. And in the chat, we've put in the form there. You can fill in, please fill in the form, and then reach out to us for how you can be part of. Thank you. There it is. How can you be part of the Speakers Bureau? Thank you once again, DTM Japheth Musau. And with that, we'll allow you to go on to your next part of the business. For now, we'll move on to a section where we are highlighting the Hall of Fame District Division D. And I'll call on our division director. I think we want to recognize some outstanding performers in the division. Over to you, Dr. Kevin Rubia, for this section, Hall of Fame, recognizing some of the sterling performers on members in this division D.
Thank you, PQD Dan, for that session, and thank you, District Director Japheth Musau, for joining us during our Division D conference. As we started this year from July 1st to where we are today, we said that we will be intentional. I shall recognize the following Toastmasters for embodying this, and also their home clubs, in the next 4 minutes. Congratulations to us all, and let us continue being intentional.
Point of order, Division Director. We can barely see the screen. Okay, it's now come up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you all, especially those award recipients and the clubs that won these awards. Thank you also for bearing with my shoddy internet. Looks like you don't got the power, but we shall still proceed, and I will give these awards later at the end of the contest. Back to you, our MC, Carol. Over to you.
Thank you for awards. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all who have received. And now this session, I'd like to call upon the chief judges, Stephen, Maina, and Ida. And Stephen will give us the briefing results for evaluation and humorous speech, and he will be followed by Chief Judge Ida, who will also give us a briefing on the table topics and international speech. So I'd like to welcome Chief Judge Stephen. Welcome. Chief Judge Stephen.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. You can see me. I believe we've come to the point where we're going to announce those who are going to represent Division D at the next level, which is the district. SAA, do we have drum rolls or a video ready for us?
We will be cheering.
Sorry, I didn't hear.
We will be unmuting and cheering.
Okay, then I will just proceed. For the first contest, which is the evaluation contest, we didn't have any disqualification, whether it was due to time or as a result of a protest, of which we didn't have any protest raised. We'll start off with our third place winner. And our third place winner, drum rolls. I feel like I'll have to do this for myself, just to... Am I going to get surprised, they say? Hello? It's very unfortunate. I can only see myself with the video on. I'm not able to determine whether it is an issue of network on my end. Thank you, at least CJ Ida. Now I know my network is good. It says, are we ready to display?
Give us a few minutes so that we can collect.
Okay then, and I will request we hand back to the MC, Carol.
Excuse me, point of order. It was the chief judges were just going to say if there was any timing disqualifications, and that it was the contest chair who was going to give the results, was my understanding.
Okay, no worries. Then
And I will be ready in time for them. Okay, thank you.
Got you. Thank you for that correction. Then we can share that there was no disqualification in either of the contests. There was no protest that was raised. We did not need to use any of our tiebreaker judges' ballot. The contest went on smoothly. Back to you, our MC, Carol Musiani.
Thank you, Chief Judge Stephen. It's nice to know that there wasn't anything that went wrong for the contests, and I'd like to now hand over to Chief Judge Ida to take us through the table topics and international speech briefing, judges briefing. Over to you, Ida.
Thank you, our MEC. I would like to thank everyone, especially our voting judge and tie-breaking judge, for taking this role and participating. Your judgment has a very great value. All of them was following the 4 core values of a Toastmasters, and I highly encourage everyone to do the same. I will acknowledge that there has been no time disqualification, so everyone is a winner. Of course, we will categorize them all later on. But from my eyes, everyone is a winner. And for both table topic and international speech, we do not have any time disqualifications, and we did not use any tie-breaking judge votes. We had a total of 7 voting judges and 1 tie-breaking judge for both of the contests. And let's see who the winner is. Back to you.
Thank you, Chief Judge Ida, and thank you, Chief Judges, for all the work you've done. It's nice to know that everything went well and everyone followed the rules. There was nothing offline. And this time now, as Chief Judge Ida said, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. And we'd like to hand over now to the contest chairs to give us the results and also consequently the acceptance speeches for the winners. And so right now, I just want to call upon contest chair Maggie to give us results for the evaluation and humorous speech. Welcome, Maggie.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The moment we have all been waiting for, but I know the people who've been waiting for this moment more than you and I are the contestants. I therefore now call on our SAA to show us the 3rd position for Division D evaluation contest. 3rd position for the evaluation D contest goes to drum roll. Patricia Nyokabi, well done, lady. Well done. Thank you for showing up and thank you for putting your best foot forward. And now in the 2nd position for the Division D speech evaluation contest, the 2nd position for the Division D speech evaluation contest goes to drum roll. Grace Waidera. Well done, Grace Waidera. You did it and you did it well. Congratulations. And now, well, we had 3 contestants, but I know some of you don't even remember who are the contestants. We will still show you. And the winner of the Division D speech evaluation contest goes to drum rolls. Anthony Wangondu. Congratulations, Anthony. Well done. Thank you, SAA. Isn't it always nice to just see that the hard work that you have put in has brought you this far? I hope you realize that you have done immaculately well. Whether you were the 2nd or the 3rd, you have done well because you were ahead of all of us. You showed up and you went beyond your club and you represented the division, your area at the division level. Congratulations, everyone. And now to the 2nd part of the part that I was leading, which was the humorous speech contest. I said earlier that if you woke up on the wrong side of your bed, the humorous speech ideally should have helped you. If it didn't, It's not for lack of trying. The speakers did a great job. And now let us hear how well they did. But before I say that, I get there, let me tell you that the first place winner will be representing the Division D in the District 114 contest, which is in May. You've heard Dan talk a lot about it. I'm sure the details will be shared. If they have not already been shared in the chat box, please register. Let us all see you there because there are people who are waiting to dance. The second place winner and the third place winner are backup speakers, if I'm not wrong. However, the division director will correct me on that at the end. Congratulations, Anthony, and we look forward to hearing you deliver your evaluation in May. Now the second part, the humorous speech contest. In the third place, representing Division D, humorous speech contest is Isaac Mwangi. Well done, Isaac. Congratulations, Isaac. And in the second position for the Division D humorous speech contest is, drum rolls. Let's go. Joseph Wahome. Yay, congratulations, Joseph. And again, if you were not here at the beginning, you don't know who were the speakers. And in the
Congratulations.
We have in the first position representing Division D in the contest. In May will be, drum rolls, Anthony Wang. Well done. Emily has been dying to relate. Well done, Emily, and well done, Anthony. Well done, all speakers, for an excellent job this morning and this afternoon. I look forward to hearing you speak once again. Over to you, Dan Odero, CC.
Thank you, Madam IPP, for that, and fantastic. Congratulations to Anthony Wangondo. And please let us buy tickets and let's be in Mombasa so we can see live. If this was great now, imagine how it would be live. We go on to the next contest. The next two contests is the Table Topics Contest. The Table Topics Contest, Division D, Table Topics Contest winner who will be representing Division D in Mombasa, Pride Inn, on the 9th to the 11th. Please mark your diaries, 9th to 11th. Please go and let's register now. Now, not tomorrow. Now, let's register. The third place, let's do the third place run-up for the Table Topics Contest. Table Topics Contest. In third place, we have Nancy Nganga. Nancy Nganga, congratulations. I see there's a hand there from Anthony Wangondo. I will give you a chance in a minute. Anthony Wangondo will give you a chance in a minute. Fantastic, Nancy Nganga, third place. Second place, run-up for the Table Topics Contest. Table Topics Contest, second runner-up. Drum rolls, and we have Grace Waithera. Grace Waithera, fantastic, congratulations. Second place, and our winner, I wonder who our winner is, who will be representing us in Mombasa. I hope she's full registered with a ticket. And this is Caroline Kojo. Caroline Kojo, congratulations. Well done, well done. Caroline Kojo, ready for Mombasa, booked up and ready. So this is our winners there. Anthony Wangondo, did you want to say something? Your hand was up there, or we'll give you a chance at the end. DTM Anthony Wangondo.
He says he raised his hand in error. Is written in the chat.
Okay. We move on to now the International Speech Contest. International Speech Contest winner for Division D. It's a step to the international stage. Who is the third place winner for this? Third place runner-up for this contest, International Speech Contest Division D. We have in third place, drum rolls, Eunice Akinyi. Congratulations, Eunice Akinyi, for that. Fantastic third place. And then our second place runner-up for the International Speech Contest Division D 2023-2024 is, and who will be there in Mombasa on the 9th to 11th. Second place, on the second place, we have drum rolls, Edna Wanjiku. Fantastic. Congratulations, Edna Wanjiku. And that means, I wonder who the winner is for the International Speech Contest, who has got the likelihood to find themselves on the international stage. And definitely Mombasa, we have Wanjiru Moreithi. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Congratulations, Wanjiru Moreithi, for taking the first place at this contest. Well done to contestants. And we will see you all in Mombasa. If you have not booked Mombasa, Mombasa is Pride in the 9th to 11th. You can book already. I think it's $100. Book early, be there or be square. I will now hand it back to the MC. Is that correct? Or do I hand it to the division director?
You can hand it to Division Director.
Division Director, Dr.
I think
Kevin
it's to the
Rubia.
MC for the acceptance speeches.
Okay. MC Caroline Musiani, acceptance speeches, or yes. Over to you, Caroline.
Sorry about that, contest chairs. So we will start with the winner of the evaluation speech, who will come forth to give the acceptance speech. Over to you, the winner. Are they still in the room?
For the evaluation and the humorous, we have Anthony Mangondu.
Hi, good afternoon. Sorry. Too much excitement. I would like to say I'm very grateful. I've never ever been in a contest before, never been, therefore I cannot even relate to how much I feel privileged and excited about presenting at the big stage. In the past, I've always been like sort of chief judge and, you know, MC at the international conference, sorry, at the district conference, and you know, congratulating the winners. It's gonna feel very strange this time taking part, and I hope I'll be able to do the division proud. I got into this contest as a dare from my Vice President for Education, Sheba Siganga, and I told her, I can do all the contests, so do you mean it? So really, I must say thank you for her for sort of pushing me to do that. And of course, Wango Kamundia, who is my mentor, gives me interesting advice and reminds me what I need to do. I'm looking forward to the coast. I bought my ticket, and now I need to find a place to stay. Back to you, Carol Musiani.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Anthony. And it's good that you're all set, almost ready for the contest. And we wish you the very best as you go forward. Up next, we'd like to call the winner of the humorous speech to come up and give his vote of thanks, not vote of thanks, but acceptance speech.
Same person. The same person, Anthony.
Sorry. All the best, Anthony, as you go forward. And so maybe, Dan, you can introduce the winners of the table topics and international speech so they can give their acceptance speech. Thank you.
Okay, so for the table topics, we have Caroline Kojo. Caroline, please come and take your acceptance speech. And we're seeing you in Mombasa. Mombasa, congratulations, over to you. Ataku, in Swahili if you want to.
Oh my goodness. I think I need to speak Swahili to represent the Mombasa people, but I am honored and proud to be here. Thank you to the Fasaha team that encouraged me to come. I was worried that because I speak mostly in Swahili, I will not get anywhere, but I'm glad I took the chance and here I am. Thank you so much to my wonderful Expo team for encouraging me. And see you in Mombasa. Asanteni sana.
Congratulations. Thank you, Caroline. See you in Mombasa. We are there 9th to 11th of May. And then for our international speech contest, we have Wanjiru Muriithi. Wanjiru acceptance speech. And we are seeing you in Mombasa. And then we are flying to California. Yes. Wanjiru Muriithi. Wanjiru, is she still in the room? Wanjiru, do we see her? Chief Judge, do we see Wanjiru there? Madam Sergeant at Arms, is Wanjiru in the room? Or do we move on swiftly?
I can't seem to see them.
Okay, what a pity. But anyway, seeing Wanjiru in Mombasa and finally probably in California, fingers crossed. This brings us to the end of this conference. I will hand it over to the Division Director, Honorable, the one and only, Dr. Kevin Rubia. Over to you.
Thank you, contest chairs, chief judges, sergeant at arms, and our MCs. To give my vote of thanks, I'd like us to celebrate all the role takers who have played a major part in this contest. And as we do that, I want to thank all of you who are still with us. Some of you started with us from the very beginning, and we applaud you. Notably, our trio, District Director, Program Quality Director, Club Growth Director, and all cabinet leaders in the room. Division directors and area directors, thank you. Thank you, club officers, for joining, and club members. Over to you, Sergeant at Arms, to display the certificates. And in no particular order, feel free to also put on your videos and celebrate with me as we recognize these individuals. Thank you. After this, we'll also take a screenshot to commemorate this event. Judges, unfortunately, you can't do that. Congratulations, Charles. And thank you, Charles Kimani, for being our ballot counter. Jacqueline Talam for being our timer. We appreciate you. Elisheba Siganga for being our timer. Madam TLI Chair. Mercy Mwangi from Downtown Toastmasters. She's the VPE for being our timer. Thank you. Thank you, Maximila Keitan DTM, who's also the Club Growth Director of the division. Mercy Shitolwa being our #1 SAA. You got this. Kathy Coit for being our SAA. Ken Agutu, Master of Ceremonies. We applaud you. Carol Mosiani, well done for being an exemplary Master of Ceremonies. And all our anonymous judges. Stephen Minor for being our Chief Judge. We thank you. And we're humbled by your presence. Administration Manager Aida Abdul Wahab for being our Chief Judge. Maggie Waithiru, Words cannot express our gratitude for being our contest chair. And Dan Odero for being our contest chair extraordinaire in this Division D conference. Lumadi Musalia, we cannot forget you for being our ballot counter. Thank you very much. Great Simba Toastmasters for us. Kevin Airo for being our ballot counter during this contest. VP of Ruaraka Toastmasters Club. Josephine Akoko from the Realites for being our ballot counter. Thank you very much. Joseph Noel for being our ballot counter, Emily Owiti for being our ballot counters. Anyone can be a ballot counter. It's up for grabs. This has been the conference, The Power Within, brought to you by the 12 clubs of Division D and the 3 areas of Division D. We pray that you have enjoyed yourselves. We'd like to commemorate this event by taking a screenshot led by our second Sergeant at Arms, or Mercy Shitolwa. Feel free to also take it up. Whoever is ready, we can do this in 1 minute as I call the meeting to a close. Let us clap for us all. Thank you all for putting on your videos. Let's do
The
this.
videos are disabled. I can't do mine.
You may have to check your Bluetooth device. Area Director Emily.
It says the host. Says the host as disabled.
Maybe
Enable them, host. Enable
the
host.
rest of us have our videos on. Sergeant at Arms, let us know when you're ready.
Fantastic.
We can go. Let's say power on 3. 1, 2, 3. Power.
Power.
The last one. 1, 2, 3. Power.
Power.
It's a bit crazy. Great. Thank you. And I now call this conference to a close at 2:01 p.m. East African time. Thank you. And you may leave at your own leisure.
Bring out the goodies. Bring out the goodies.
Congratulations.
Bring out the goodies.
Hey. Congratulations.
Well done.